would just love to hear how you made it, what you were thinking of when you put it together. And you could even start by the cool hoops that you've got here that don't look like ours, but I like yours a lot better.
Well, I just thought I'd find pictures that fit the description of the words that I was looking at. I'm Native American, and this is a predominantly Native American school, so all of the things that we do a prayer in the morning.
And it's kind of the way you were thinking about it. Yeah, that's cool.
Every morning, and we learn how to speak our language every day, third period. And culture's just been it's just a really big part of my life, all in all.
And is culture a big part of what you're learning here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And place just, I don't know, it can mean a lot of different things. And I don't know, to me it just really matters where you're at some points. Like, especially now I'm at school, and you know, this really determines on where my life is going to go right now. Regarding place.
And is it place where your head is at, where your heart is at, or where your body is at?
I think a little bit of both, in all honesty. And mind. If your mind's not in the same place you are, then you can't really do much. And problem solving, I mean, that's just a big, well, it should be a big part of just everyday life. Doesn't matter if you're in school or at work or even just at home. You always gotta figure out a way to answer to a problem that works out for everybody.
That's going to be a big deal this century, because the problems that you will face are bigger problems than we've ever had.
Project-based learning, I've never been really like a part of something like that, but I don't know, it'd be really cool to like learn in a totally different way than anybody else does.
Explain these boxes and why you picked that version of it. It's really interesting.
Because it kind of basically shows like the steps in the process that you have to go through to actually learn really well from a project-based learning. Like planning, you gotta choose what you're gonna talk about, and you gotta search up resources and organize things in a way that you'll understand it, and so will other people that are willing to hear it. You gotta make it all kind of blend together.
Have you ever done something like that?
I went to a different boarding school in California for a little bit, and the culture down there is way different. Like when I first got there, I was like, this is weird. I don't think I really like the way this is run down here. And then as I kind of started to like spend more time over there, I was like, this is actually kind of cool. I mean, you gotta kind of look at it from a different perspective.
Nice. Where in California?
Riverside. And it was mostly Apaches down there, Apache tribe. And I thought it was so weird because they had like different like paintings, and they have different spirits and ceremonies and different food, obviously. After I like kind of learned more and more about it, I was like, this is kind of cool. I mean, I like learning about this stuff. 21st century skills, that's probably one of the most important parts of this slideshow. Because, well, if you don't have 21st century skills, then it's hard to really do anything in this modern world, because you got to learn how to interact with people and know the way people talk and what it means, and how to have an open mind but yet still kind of go into a little box so that you don't get too out of control.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. There's too many people think 21st century skills means technology. Oh yeah, there's some of that.
Yeah.
But you're really talking about the things that we believe in. Yeah, it's really nice. And what about this?
It's more, well, 21st century, a lot of the way people communicate and the way people get to know each other now is through actually social media and
That's right.
Networking and computers and emails, texting, calling, and
But what I liked about it is there are two kind of little gold stick figures communicating. That's nice.
It shows that I think that it shows that computers are kind of a big part of everyday life, but then again, it's also good to have that one-on-one, face-to-face confrontation about things.
And we'll see if ongoing generations will continue to emphasize the face-to-face and get more into the social media and the computer-based communication.
Because now if you sit down at a dinner table, there's probably going to be a majority of the people that are on their phone, on Facebook, and they're not having that human-to-human interaction, and I just don't think they know how important that is. In the visual-spatial instruction, people may start off slow, but then they could just pass you up because you think that, I got this.
And wouldn't it be nice if the majority of teachers had that attitude, that the potential is there regardless of maybe how somebody begins an assignment or a task, and not have a ceiling or a perception that limits their capabilities.
Maybe some people might need a little bit more instruction on how to do a project, but that just means that they're more interested in it and they want to know exactly how to get it right.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And sometimes you want to go in more depth.
And self-confidence, this is very, very, very important than just anything.
It's at the center.
You can't have all these other different hoops unless you have self-confidence.